Hello, this is a tutorial on 6.1b1. We'll be writing ratios in simplest form. Well, a quick lesson. If you had 8/16ths written down and you had to simplify that fraction, you divide both of these by, you could divide them by 2 or by 4 or by 8. The quickest thing would be to divide both sides by 8. 8 divided by 8 would give you 1. 16 divided by 2 would be 1/2. And that's now a fraction in the simplest form because there's no other numbers that will go into the top and the bottom other than 1. We're going to do the same thing here, but we're going to look for common factors amongst these two numbers in the ratio. So I'll just write over here 14 to 6. Well, they're both even, so I usually just start with something simple. So I'm going to divide both these by 2. 14 divided by 2 would be 7. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now, both of these are prime numbers. There's nothing that goes into them other than 1. We are now in simplest form. So 18 to 3, let's see, I could divide them both by 3. I could divide this side by 3 and divide this side by 3. 18 divided by 3 would be 6. 3 divided by 3 would be 1. My ratio in simplest form is 6 to 1. And some people do it like this. They put a fraction bar down. 21 divided, they're going to divide both sides by 7. They write it like that. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 21 divided by 7 is 3. You get to 1 to 3 in simplest form. I kind of like going off to the side here, just so that I remember that I have to divide them both. So these ones here are both even numbers, so let's use 2. 4 divided by 2 would be 2. 22 divided by 2 would be 11. Now 11 is a prime number. 2 is a prime number. There's nothing else that goes into those other than 1. So let's skip down and try a couple of the word problems. They look scary, but they're really not. Think about the numbers 45 and 25. Well, what goes into these numbers? Well, we could divide both sides by 5. 45 divided by 5 would be 9. 25 divided by 5 would be 5. And we've got 9/5 because there's nothing else that will go into both 9 and 5 other than 1. How about this one here? 140 centimeters to 300 centimeters. This me up. I don't know what the answer to this one is, but I know that I can divide them both by 10 just like that, and I've got them down to 14 to 30. So then how about if I divide them by 2? That would be 7. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 30 divided by 2 is 15. And that is in simplest form. Okay, these last couple down the bottom, determine whether the ratios are equivalent. For the purposes of our class, ratios are always going to be side to side. Yes, some parents, teachers may argue that this is a ratio because a ratio is a comparison of two quantities, but this is a special ratio which is part to whole. We're going to be dealing with ratios that are part to part, side to side, part to part. But regardless of that definition, we could still just multiply cross products here, set them right next to each other, and see if they work. So let's see. So 3 times 48. I think that's 144. Yeah, that's 144. I think 16 times 9 is 2. So 144 divided by 9. Yeah, that's 16. So these are equal fractions. Okay. Not sure what I just did there. Just think of 1 to 2 and 2 to 4. We all know that these are equal fractions. If you put them next to each other, multiply the cross products. If they're equal, they are equal fractions. Because again, 1/2, 4, come on, duds. 2/4. I divide both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is half. 1/2 is just 2/4 in simplest form. All right, and you got a couple of ones down here that you can try too. All right, thanks a lot for watching.